Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about my top picks for the Sephora Spring Beauty event. If you didn't know, this sale happens twice a year. It goes based on your tier. I'll leave all of the information in the description box below, but let's get started and let's talk about the products that I highly recommend. I'm also going to be sharing what's in my cart because I think that's useful. I can recommend all day long all kinds of stuff, but what am I getting? Sometimes we like to do that. We like to compare carts. I know I like to go shopping with my sister and I'll always say like, ooh, what are you getting? What are you getting? Let me see what's in your cart. Maybe I forgot to add something. So I'll show you what's in my cart at the end of the video. I will also be sharing throughout the video and some at the end, some updates on the items that I bought at the last Sephora VIB sale, because I think that's also useful, letting you guys know after months and months of testing and trying out these products, would I buy them again? Do I recommend? Or should you just hold off on that? So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm not really going to be sticking in any particular order. I'll be picking out of my basket that I've got here right in front of me. I probably will stick to all makeup at the beginning. I'll do a little bit of skincare at the end. There's a couple of really good updates, so you don't want to miss those. For reference, I'm 42 today, actually, when I'm filming this video, and I have oily skin, large pores, fine lines. I've got it all going on. Okay, I've got it going on. But because of all of those concerns, I think it's helpful to share. This is what guides my purchasing decisions. And if I say that I really like it, I want you to know what skin type I have, what concerns I have, so that you can maybe gauge if it's going to work for you or not. You get me? Okay, so the first thing that stands out to me that's in my basket here are going to be blushes, my blushes. And I thought, this is a good opportunity to update you on one of the purchases that I just could not shut up about. Like literally in every reel, in every video, oh my God, my blush, my blush. I was so excited about my blush. And I'm talking about this Gucci blush. I only got one for that sale. This is in the shade 06 Warm Berry, and it is gorgeous, you guys. It wasn't just infatuation at first or lust, if you will. It was love at first sight, and it's enduring love. I mean, this is such a beautiful formula. I found it to be very blurring, very flattering on my skin. Again, oily skin, which is important because this blush will last all day long, but then also it just is very flattering and almost blurring over the areas where I have pores. So I did want to share this because I am still loving it so much. I am rotating, however, but I wanted you to know this is still a product I recommend and I love. A good one to buy during the sale because you get 20% off, 15 or 10% depending on your tier, but this is a good one you won't regret. The next two blushes I have wanted for so long, you guys. They're not even the priciest blushes that I own, but I don't know what took me so long. And I know that whenever I was ready to pull the trigger, they'd be sold out. So if you haven't guessed, it's the Dior blushes. This is in the pink glow and they're both rosy glow, but one is coral and one is pink. I bought these when a Sephora store opened recently near my house. It was new, so it was very well stocked. And when I saw it, the one that I really wanted was the pink. But then when I saw that they had the coral glow, I was like, well, I really like orange blushes. I'm just going to do it because they'll be sold out. And yeah. I got them, and what I can tell you is just like I fell head over heels over the powder no powder that the Backstage line has with Dior. These blushes are the shit. They are so good. They're so blurring. They're so flattering. It also has this technology that will self-adjust to your pH. And so everybody gets a different hue of pink, a different hue of coral. And my coral actually is like a pinky coral. It's so pretty, you guys. They're $40 a piece, not cheap. So save if you can during the sale, but both of these are a highly recommend. And then the last one is one that I've been hearing one of the creators that I follow talk about for years. Stephanie Marie. She's here on YouTube and she's 40 plus. She has oily skin like I do. She lives in a humid climate like I do. And I don't know what took me so long. I literally don't know what it was, but it's the Laura Mercier blushes. This is the blush color infusion. The one I have is in the shade Passion Fruit, and it's very natural. I almost thought like, is it too light? Because it looks light, right? But it's not. It does look very natural on the skin, but even on my medium skin tone, it just looks just pinky enough. Like for everyday looks or when I'm trying to do more natural looks, neutral looks, a toned down look, or if I'm wearing a really bold eye, I like to go a little more muted on the rest of my makeup. It is such a beautiful, beautiful formula. It is also very blurring in this area. So that's a theme you will find with the products I like is they have to be perfecting, blurring. They have to stick around for a while. And this is it. She is not wrong, you guys. This is really, really good. The next face product that I see here that has been really a daily, I just switched it out like 2 days ago after using it for a couple months actually, is this Dior Backstage face palette. This is the Dior Backstage Glow face palette in the shade 001 Universal. It comes with, for my skin tone, 2 different highlighters, like a blush topper, and then this bronzer topper. They are shimmery, but oh my gosh, you guys, they are so pretty. I usually just go back and forth with these 2 on the top to create the perfect kind of champagne-y gold glow for me. And I have used this as a bronzer. It is very pigmented. I can use it as a bronzer, but I don't like stuff that's too glowy. So I tend to not do that. I'll sometimes use it as an eyeshadow if I'm running really late or whatever, but this is such a good buy, you guys, and it's always sold out also, but it's a good time to get it during the sale. They do fully restock all this stuff during the sales, so if you see it, grab it. You might not see it again during the sale. I guess we'll stick with powders. That's what's on top of my basket, but the next one that is also an every single day, I'm not even joking, an every single day staple is going to be my NARS Soft Matte Powder. Oh my gosh, you guys. I didn't get this during the last VIB sale. It came out at the beginning of this year, but eesh, this is in the shade Creek, and I love it, love it, love it, love it with a passion, you guys. It's so good. It's so, I'm not even going to say it's mattifying, to be honest. It's perfecting, it's blurring, it sticks around pretty much all day long. It's not going to mattify me like crazy all day long. I still have to blot and all of that, but I have oily skin. But it makes my skin look so pretty. I'm going to go really, really, really up close to see if you guys can tell. Nah, you kind of can't. There's like ridges there in the middle, which is kind of freaking me out because that means that we're going through this sucker quick. And I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I've heard people with dry skin, normal skin, oily skin. Everybody loves it. My guess would be that if you have dry skin or oily skin, you know, it'll be one of those that you set your face or finish off the face with this in the morning and you're good. I'm not. I have to have a little more throughout the day. This is not the powder that I touch up with though, so it's fine. I use it in the morning, and because of the shade that I got, Creek, I also use it like in areas like my nose, the center of my face to brighten up. And one thing I want to say about this, I'm very finicky with powder under the eye. I have oily skin, but dry under eyes. And this powder is beautiful under the eyes, you guys. So in my mind, this is a winner. 100% a winner. Okay, can you tell that I like that powder? It's so good. Okay, the powder that I want to recommend this time, and I've recommended before, I'm sure, but it's going to be the Dior Forever Bronze. This is so pretty. It's got really pretty packaging. You see that? It's like a cushiony type of packaging. And I don't know, it's foolproof. I've got a dip in this one too, man. I'm feeling very, very proud of my accomplishments. It's just, I have it on today. It's just so foolproof. You just like, done. It doesn't like mess up in any way. It's not like one of those bronzers that you can layer and layer and layer and it's going to be fine. I think that it would look flawless, but it's going to be too dark. So you don't need a lot of it, but even if you overdo it or are heavy-handed, you're going to put it on. It's going to look flawless and it's just foolproof. Love it. Okay, a couple more powder products to get through. The next one I've only had about, I want to say like a month, like 4 to 6 weeks, but it doesn't matter because this is a forever love. I'm just telling you, I've used it every single day. Not a day has gone by that I haven't used this. It's going to be the Makeup Forever HD Velvet Skin. This is a powder foundation, you guys. I did try the one that was released like 2-3 years ago. 2-3 years ago, I think. And it was like, whatever, you know, like I didn't understand powder foundations. And obviously it wasn't that memorable. I tried this. I have oily skin and oh my goodness, when I tell you, I love, love, love this foundation. I do have a review with it, so I'll put it up here. And in that review, I only used the foundation with a primer. And what I realized a week or two later was that I actually like it better to set my foundation. And, you know, I never had oily skin until I moved to Texas about 3 years ago. So I'm still learning how to perfect my makeup routine, make it last, make it flawless. And that is what I realized with this product, which is why I'm obsessed, is because I will put any light foundation. I don't like full coverage foundation. And I'll do my concealer and all of that stuff. And then I'll set it with this, and it is done. Done for. Does not go anywhere all day long. We've had some really humid days in Texas. It's becoming spring, and it's rained on my face. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And this sets my face so beautifully. I cannot do my makeup without it anymore. I cannot say enough good things about this. You'll see this later in the video, but I actually have another one of these in my cart. Not the same shade. I'm not that person anymore. I won't buy a ton of backups, but I have a lighter shade because I want it to brighten my center of the face. And then I'll use this for all over. But eesh, if you haven't tried this, I promise you, you will not be disappointed with any skin type, but especially oily skin. This is a must. All right, the next product I recommend in every single video, but I think it's worth noting. And I want to make sure that if you're new to my channel that you kind of get a sense of what my favorites are, because I don't do these videos very often, but it's the Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder in the shade Banana, or no, this is Yellow. This is the third or fourth one since I started purchasing this product, and I absolutely love it. It's so perfecting and so smoothing that I always set the areas that I touch my face with concealer with this. So under the eyes, down the middle, right around this area here. And it's so pretty. I've had some of you guys tell me that you actually love it so much you use this to set your whole face. I think I would run out really quickly, but I used to sometimes do that until I found my HD Velvet. But this is the one that I use. I like it. I recommend it. I think it's a great buy. The only reason why I'm kind of hesitating is because Pat McGrath, especially at the end of last year, she had a lot of sales, you guys, where you could get up to 30% off. So if you're not a rouge with Sephora, maybe wait until Pat McGrath has a sale. But if you are, you're going to love this powder, especially if you have dry under eyes, finicky under eyes. You want to set it with something very smoothing. This is your girl right here. The next loose powder that I'm still loving from Sephora, and I want again to mention, is going to be the Givenchy Prisme Libre loose powder. This is like a color correcting situation, you know. You get different shades and then you put it in the top, mix it all together, and you get this perfect base. You get a perfect base, you guys. It is so pretty. I'm in the shade 4, Mussolini. For medium skin tones, but it is so smoothing, so perfecting. I do have a drugstore dupe though, and I know that this is a Sephora recommendations video, but you guys are my peeps, so I'm gonna let you know the dupe that I found. Even though it doesn't have the color correcting concept, when it comes to the way that my skin will look after I use this powder, it's literally exactly the same. If you've tried both of these, please sound off in the comments below so that people know I'm not just like blowing smoke up their ass. But the dupe formula-wise and results-wise that I found is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Powder. This thing is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I may be working on a dupes video because I've tried a lot of drugstore makeup recently, and with all the luxury and high-end makeup that I have a pretty good sense of what is comparable and what is not. Formula-wise, performance-wise, this is an exact dupe. Color correcting-wise, this is not. This is not fragranced where this is. So there's just differences. If you're shopping at Sephora, if you like the higher end luxury makeup, then you're going to want to go with this for sure. If you just want something that performs well and performs great and that looks the same, this is going to be your girl. So just wanted to mention that because it's just too good of a comparison to not mention. Let's talk about brows for a second. Brow products are those that I'm least loyal to. I will use anything that looks good, anything that works out. But I did recently come back to Benefit Precisely My Brow, and it's a great pencil. I loved it so much. Again, that I bought it again just a couple months ago, and just feel that it works so well with my skincare, with my SPF, and it's not too creamy, but it's not too waxy. It just is right, and I really like it, so I recommend it. And then a new product that I got during the last Sephora VIB, I got one of those Sephora favorites set, and it had a few minis and some full sizes, and this was a full size of the Anastasia Clear Brow Freeze. I wasn't sure. I thought, you know what, it's a gel. Like, I have other stuff like that. This is really, really good. Okay. And I have almost non-existent brows. I have to fill in a lot. And so I need my brows, the brow hairs that I do have, to stay in place. And if the product also kind of fluffs them out a little bit, that's going to work out really well for me because, again, I hardly have brows. Most of this is pre-manufactured, guys. So this one is a really, really good one. I really like it. I haven't tried the e.l.f. one, so maybe I'll do that to do like a comparisons video, but I love this. I got it during the last sale and I recommend it. All right, concealers. I last time could not shut up about the Lancome Tenti Doll All Day Full Wear Concealer. I still love it. And I wanted to mention it because it's not something that I don't like anymore. Still love, love, love this concealer. I still love my Dior Forever Correct. This is not in the new formula. It's in the old formula. I haven't tried the new one, but these are still love, love, love. Okay. But today I wanted to highlight, well, another one that I've talked about a lot, which is the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Fetish Concealer. Such a good full coverage concealer. I don't like full coverage for complexion, but I like it under my eyes. And this is just perfect. It is so full coverage, but it looks just like skin. It doesn't look dry in any way. It is just perfection. So this is the one that I want to recommend this time. But I added a step, and it is the most perfect product I've ever tried for under the eyes. Okay. Just going to say it. This is another product. I've heard Lisa J talk about this for years, and I don't know why I never tried it. Well, I guess I know why. I never struggled with darkness under the eyes. I could go without concealer really, and it really didn't matter. But the last couple of years have been a little rough on me, and I don't get a lot of sleep. And I have started to notice darkening under the eyes. I don't know if the lack of sleep correlates to that or whatever is connected to that, but I just know that I have this darkness now that I want to get rid of, but I don't want to put a ton of concealer because I also have the lines and all that going on. So I received this in PR actually from Bobbi Brown. It's the multi-correcting stick, skin corrector stick in the shade Peach. And oh my goodness, this thing is formulated so well, you guys. It's so good. It's so creamy. It's so skin-like. And you just put on a tiny little bit. And what I do is I leave it on there for like 30 seconds. And then I just start with the warmth of my finger to kind of just like, you know, tap it in, work it into the skin. But it's so easy. And it had to be a good product because you're putting it under your eyes, so you don't want to be tugging at your eye. So I just kind of tap, 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 and it blends really, really nicely into the skin, and it corrects it so nicely and so effectively that then I take one of these concealers, any of them, and instead of doing like the lines everywhere, I'll literally just do like one dot here, maybe my nose, and then the upper lip area. And that's it, because I don't need all that coverage everywhere anymore. Because the corrector is doing a lot of the work. So this is a product that I had heard about for a long time, had never thought about it, got it in PR, and when I tried it, it's an everyday staple now, so I wanted to mention it. There's two primers that I've used quite a bit since the last Sephora sale, and I wanted to talk about them, especially this one because initially I wasn't too crazy about it, but as I used it more, understood how to use it and all of that, I love it. It's the Milk Makeup Matte Primer. This one is the mini size, and I think I'm going to be going for the full size this time because I really, really like it and summer is coming. But it's one of those that like you put it on and it feels like a gel and it almost looks a little shiny. And then, but if you wait the right amount of time, this is like 1 to 2 minutes, it starts to mattify and soften everything up, almost like a powder finish, but not in a drying, like suck the life out of you kind of way. It's really, really beautiful, you guys. And I know, why people hype it up because it is a really good product. So this is a primer. And then I fell in love again with an old product that I used every single day, like 6, 7 years ago, but it's the Smashbox Photo Finish Blur Primer. It's a silicone-based primer. It works with most foundations just fine. On my oily skin, it just kind of blurs the pores, but it does keep everything very silky looking. It looks good. It's not gonna like control oil, but it does mattify, if that makes sense. So I just fell in love with it again and I wanted to recommend it. This, I think I got in PR2 recently. Not recently, like 3, 4 months ago, but yeah, I got this one in PR, but I used to buy it over and over and over again before, and I just fell in love with it again, so wanted to recommend this one. Let's talk about cream bronzers now. Even with oily skin, this is why I wanted to talk about them, because there's 3 actually that I really want to recommend. The first one, I think I've recommended before, but it's the Laguna Cream Bronzer. This is in the shade 02, so like the original Laguna. Look at that dip. Do you guys see that dip? Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm excited. When you have all the makeup I have here, a dip like this is serious business, okay? It means you really, really like it. Now, I loved it from the beginning, but recently I started using it with a new brush. If you watched my Makeup and Chill live stream series, I talked about this because I had just found a new brush that works amazing with it. It's not a new concept in any way. And I think even some of the girls in the chat were like, duh. I didn't know. I mean, I still don't know very much. And it's a dual fiber brush that is going to work the best with this product here. And I had just randomly purchased this MAC 188S brush because I didn't have anything like it, and let's just be honest, I was just trying to find something to buy, anything, something, right? So I bought this and I really, really like the way how it just kind of seamlessly applies the product. Very airbrushed, which is weird because when you put your brush in there, it almost looks like it's going to look streaky, but it doesn't. It looks so beautiful. Another alternative at the drugstore for that dual fiber type of brush is going to be the e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush. Same thing. So dual fiber means you get 2 different sets of bristles. You're going to get those shorter ones that are a little thicker and coarser, and then you get these longer ones at the end that are a little more wispy. And that's what gives you that airbrush effect. So this is just, I'm in love with it again. I picked it up again. That brush combination with this is perfect. I really recommend this even for oily skin. It's going to stay put all day long. The next one that I love, 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 and I had a makeup OGs video a month or so ago, but I used this and I was like, oh, I love it so much. And I've started to see people talk about it in ads and on their videos again. So it's the Fenty Skin Match Up Sticks or Match It Sticks, Match Sticks in the shade Mocha. It's the perfect combination of a little bit of warmth, a little bit of cool tone. It works perfectly for my medium complexion, and it's kind of a stiffer formula. Like the stick is not like mushy like the next product I'm going to talk about. It's not so emollient, and it just stays where you put it, and you just kind of like blend it out, but it blends out really nicely. So I wanted to recommend this again because it's kind of been talked about recently again, and I can tell you that it's really good. I've had mine for years and I still love it. Okay, the next one is the LYS Cream Bronzer. I also got this during the last sale, but it was winter. It was winter, and it was emollient, and I was like, well, yeah, it's working on my skin, but it's winter. I'm a little drier. No, it's been hot here a couple days, humid, like I said, and this does not move. I still like to set it with a powder bronzer, but I do that with any of my bronzers. But it's just like you put it on, it blends so yummy. Oh my gosh. It is so yummy to blend, and it stays put all day long. So LYS, like, they know what their blushes, their concealer, everything's so good, but this is a standout for me, and I wanted to recommend it because I did get it at the last sale. Okay, I have 3 foundations. I have a skin tint, a foundation, and then like a foundation in like the drugstore pricing category. So the first foundation, Maybe you're tired of hearing it, but I gotta say it because there's new people and maybe they haven't heard it. But it's the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This is the one. Okay, this is the GOAT. Now, the Air Flash was also the GOAT, especially for summer, but because it's been discontinued, like obviously I can't talk about it, but this one is so good. It can be built up to a little bit of a fuller coverage, not full coverage, but like medium full-ish, or it can be sheared out to be very light. It's good in humidity. It's good when it's raining. It's good when it's hot. Like it is just so good and it looks so natural. So I want to recommend this line. And I guess the Dior Backstage line just works for me, but this one's so good. In like the lower priced category, but not lower performance by any means, is going to be the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. It says that it's a perfect natural finish. It's a long wear foundation and it is just so skin-like. That's what I'm wearing today. And I did set it with my Makeup Forever powder foundation, but it's so nice. I'm in the shade 28.5N for neutral. And I think it's like 20 bucks, but during the Sephora sale, Sephora products, the Sephora line of makeup and brushes, everything that's Sephora brand is actually 30% off for everybody. It doesn't matter what tier you're in or anything, and you get it for 30% off. So that means you'd get this for 14 bucks. It's a drugstore price. There's drugstore foundations that are more than that, but it's so pretty. It's so good. I've heard people talk about it with all types of skin and it works very, very nicely. I do use a mattifying primer under this and it's always worked perfectly. So I just wanted to talk about it because it's a good buy. And then the last one in the foundation category, I believe I've also talked about before as well, but it's the Tower 28 Sunny Days Skin Tint. It has an SPF 30, I believe. Yep. Broad spectrum SPF 30. I'm in the shade 25 Ocean Park. And this is like one of those like foolproof, run out the door in 5 minutes type of foundation. Again, I don't like full coverage, so I do call this a foundation, even though it's just a skin tint, but I will just take this, kind of squirt it, like put it on like I would sunscreen, and it looks perfect every single time. I will put like just concealer under the eyes and a little bit of blush, and I'm out. It's really nice. It doesn't break apart on you. It's not like oil controlling or anything, but it doesn't break apart on you. It like touches up very nicely and I can use this as my everyday foundation and be okay. So if you like a lighter type of coverage, this one's really, really good. I think, I don't know, I kind of want to try their, what do they call it? The Bronzino, the new cream bronzer that just came out. So I don't know, because I'm not trying to add a ton of makeup to my collection, but I'm just saying that this product is really good. All right, let's talk about, ooh, shoot, I have one more foundation. This one, the Merit foundation stick, so good. This one, I've always been tempted to kind of buy like a lighter one for the concealer portion, because this is a multi-use foundation stick. So you can use it as concealer. You can use it as a bronzer or a contour stick in a darker shade, as foundation. And their claim is that everything will look flawless. I believe it because this foundation is so pretty. This pairing, there's two pairings with my HD Velvet foundation from Makeup Forever, but this is one of my favorite pairings with that foundation because it covers what it needs to cover, but it just looks so good and natural. It's wonderful. I did get this in PR, but over a year ago, and I just love it so much. I've rediscovered it, and it's just amazing. So wanted to tell you about that one. And then just a few more makeup products left. The next two that I want to recommend, and I don't know if both of these shades are at Sephora because there was one shade that didn't come to Sephora, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury blush wands. I have mine in Pillow Talk and Peach Pop. If I had to choose a color, obviously because we're getting into spring and everything, Peach Pop is my favorite from the two. But I do like both of them. And I know I'm going to use this one more in the fall and Christmas. But yeah, the formula is amazing. They are pigmented, but they sheer out nicely. They build nicely. I have a video with these two, so you could go check that out. But I recommend these. If they're in stock, grab them. Charlotte Tilbury and her blush or her beauty wand collection. She has bronzers and highlighters now. They sell out so quickly because they are so good. And yes, recommend these. All right, so I don't have like a ton of eye stuff or lip stuff, so I'll go through it quickly. My favorite foundation, my favorite mascara right now is gonna be this one by Charlotte Tilbury, the Legendary Lashes 2. I also still love my Ilia Limitless Lash, but I talk about that one so much, like I beat that horse to death, so I still wanted to highlight this one. Lately, maybe because I haven't had a lot of time, but I will just go in with my lash primer from Essence, and then I go in with this, and it just, like, look at my lashes. I'm sorry, but that looks good. For little stubby lashes, I mean, that looks really, really good. They're not little and stubby because I use a lash serum, but yeah, so good. I wanted to talk about this. I know some people think that high-end mascaras are not it, but I actually only use high-end mascaras and I go back and I keep paying the price because I like them. A newer product to me, but I've had it for like, I think almost 2 months also, is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. They say that you can use this as like for brows, for eyeliner, for lip liner. You can even like do this on your cheeks and use it for blush, whatever. I use it as a lip liner. I've used it on my eyes, but it's too light. It's the 606 Wherever Walnut. It's the perfect nude for me, and I just really enjoy it. It's a little drier of a formula, but because of that, it's long lasting, and I just really, really like it. I think that I might want to go back for like a green one or a blue one, nothing brown or black, but just something different because I do like the formula and they do stay put. So I definitely recommend this one. And then this lipstick I may have talked about once, but it's actually one of my favorite lipsticks in my collection, favorite formula. I mean, one of my favorite formulas and definitely one of my top favorite shades. And the packaging, like, I have a Guerlain lipstick case that's prettier than this, but this, for just being a makeup product you just buy, is so pretty. But it's the Charlotte Tilbury Romance Collection or Nude Romance Collection. This is in the shade Nude Romance, and like, look at how pretty that is. Damn, you guys. I don't tend to buy for packaging, but that is so stunning. And this shade is just so perfect. Like, look at the bullet comes with like, you know, the little hearts engraved in it. And I've used like almost half of this bullet already, but it's Nude Romance. And like, I actually use these, this lip liner with this lipstick, a lot actually. So look at that. Almost like a color dupe. It's so pretty. So yeah, I wanted to talk about those because I may have mentioned that lipstick before, but just not enough in my opinion. So the last product that I want to talk about, and this comes with a caveat, is the St. Jane lip gloss. And I'm like kind of embarrassed, but like, it is what it is. You guys understand. I've used it a lot, and you see how it's kind of like got that white stuff in there. I don't know if that's just from like mixing with the lipsticks, but I actually love to use this. Like, I usually will do like a matte lip or whatever. And then once it dries out, or 3-4 hours later, I still have the lip color left, but I want a little bit of gloss because I'm starting to get dry lips. I go in with this one and I love it. This is in the shade Cloud, and it says it's a luxury lip shine. That's what the doe foot looks like there. No, no scent. I was checking to see if there was a scent. It's like a light pink, you know? It's a light pink there. And this is running out, you guys. Yeah, it's like right here. And I haven't had it that long, but I use it every day. I was trying to be generous, and so I got this in PR, and when they sent it, they sent me two, so I gave one to my sister. And now sometimes, and I'm like, damn it, it's running out. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have given it to her, but not really. You know, I like to share, but it's really good. Now, you know, during the Christmas or the holiday VIB, we tell you to just look out for the sales that each brand is having on their website. The brands are having sales right now anyways, but I would say that on this, especially if you're not like a Rouge, if you're just a VIB or insider, maybe use my link below because I do have 25% off. and my link that will get you the 25% off so that you can use that and get them at a better price than you would at Sephora because, yeah, it's a lower price. But I recommend, I didn't want to talk about it too much because I hadn't really tested it out. But now that I've been using it for like 3-ish months, I love these. I'm definitely going to buy more unless they want to send me more because that would be amazing. But I love it. You're going to see my love for the brand throughout the rest of the products. Just wanted to point this out. They're like a newer, very small, like luxury line that came into Sephora. The CEO and founder is really nice and relatable. You know, that's important to me. I always like that. So thought I would mention this. For makeup brushes, I always recommend the Sephora Refresh to clean your brushes to do the spot cleaning. It's so good. And it's like 12 bucks, but you get 30% off during the sale. So I usually buy it once a year. I bought it. Did I buy it last time? I did buy it last time, but I don't know. I feel like I need another one. I don't know. We'll see if I get one or not, but it's a good one. I used to use Cinema Secrets and I felt like Cinema Secrets would dry out my natural haired brushes. This one I don't feel does that, so that's why I keep buying it over, okay? The next item that is not makeup or skincare and the last item before skincare is going to be this Glossier You. Have you guys heard of this? Glossier just came to Sephora a couple months ago and, you know, whatever. The line's not something that like draws me in or calls to me, but I was in the store with my sister and this was like displayed up front. And so the reason we went to go check it out is because it was all sold out. And we were like, oh, wow, you know, never seen it and it's sold out. That's weird. And so when we smelled it, we were like, oh my gosh. My sister sprays it on her arm and I was like, oh my God, that smells delicious, you know? And then I sprayed on mine and we waited like a couple minutes and I was blown away, you guys. This is it. The name of the scent is called You, and it's supposed to be pH conforming. So it'll just kind of change based on how your body reacts to it. And okay, that's not new. A lot of fragrances do that. Your pheromones interact with the scents and the notes and all that. This was just very, very distinctive differences. On my sister, it smelled very warm and musky, kind of like a fall scent. And on me, it was very light and floral and clean. And my sister's like, I like how it smells on you. I don't like how it smells on me. And I guess that's the point. So when I walked around the store for like 30 minutes and, you know, kept smelling and the girl said, you know, if you find it online, just get it because this thing is flying off the shelves. And yeah, so I recommend this. I've been wearing it every day and I don't have a signature scent, maybe until now, but I usually just grab anything depending on my mood, but I can't stop using this. They sell like a little tiny circle, like it looks like a little wax or balm, like a lip balm, but it's like a miniature version of this. So like, if you sprayed this in the morning and you're going to happy hour or whatever, and you just want a little refresher, you carry this little balm in your purse and you just, you know, kind of swatch your fingers over it and then just kind of freshen up your scent. It is glorious. Glorious. I recommend. Okay, now we're going to go to skincare. There's not a ton of stuff. But I also have updates on the stuff I bought before. I'm like totally giving it away with my face. But anyway, so the first thing that I wanted to recommend that is not a product that anybody ever talks about, like literally ever, is going to be the Tatcha, the serum stick. I've never hear anybody talk about this, but I received this in a Trend Mood box, okay? It was a Tatcha takeover box where everything in the box was Tatcha, and they put this in there. And it just sat there for like a long, long time. And then this past winter, my skin was feeling a little dry, especially under the eyes and like around my mouth. And I took this out and I've used it before, but not consistently. And so now I use it every single day under my eyes. Sometimes in this area here, I've got some little lines growing there or forming. And it's so pretty. It's such a good, solid emollient formula. I'll just be honest. I had been using it because I was feeling the dryness, but then I saw, what's her name? The one that lies about mascara. Michaela. I had seen Michaela talk about like vitamin C serum stick for under the eye and it looked pretty, you know, whatever. But I'm like, well, that one looks pretty, but it has some pigments to brighten up. This doesn't have any pigments. It has no scent. It's literally just a stick, and it's treatment and touch-up balm for eyes and face. And I'll let you guys like read up on what is in this formulation, but it's so pretty. All I know is that it works. And look, you can see there how much I've used it. I've used it quite a bit. So I know I'll be purchasing again when I run out because it's really good. The next one that I want to share is one I shared last time, but it's still a G. It's the Ordinary Caffeine Solution 5% eye serum. It's almost out. Remember I told you that my husband and I use it, so it's, I don't know if you can see, but it's like right there. So I'm going to buy another one of these because I need it. I can't live without it. I use it every single day at night. What I've been using during the morning is the Good Molecules, the caffeine or the yerba mate gel, because I just wake up at 4. So my eyes are puffy and, you know, I got to get that stuff down. But at night, I'm still using this one. They do have a new eye serum, and it's like an eye multi-peptide serum. So I was kind of debating which one, if I should get that one or this one, but we'll see. The next product that I got in PR, but it's beautiful, and they're sending me another one because they asked, and I said, yes, yes, please, is this Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Serum. It's not for beginners, okay? So it's not for people that have never tried retinol. It's for people that have built up. This is going to be a serum, so it's not full 1% retinol, but it just is to apply a thin layer and follow with moisturizer. Reduce frequency if sensitivity occurs. I use it at night. I use it in conjunction with a vitamin C, and it's so good. But I feel like I can only use it like 5-ish days a week. If I use it more than that, I start to see like that really tight, like plasticky look on my forehead because I'm stripping my face, you know, but I love this, and I've just been like kind of intrigued by Murad because of this. I wanted to recommend it because I know I'm almost out. Oh yeah, it shows there. I'm almost out because I use it so much. It's almost at the top there, but they're sending another one, so that's really good because I need it. As I still continue to figure out what works for my oily skin and what will make my makeup stay flawless longer and all of that, I have to be careful with the moisturizers that I use. And so we're going to talk about Tatcha again. This is the water cream. And I'm sure some of you guys are like, duh, Yadi, duh. I had never tried it, you guys. I had tried the Essence and buy that every single time. I've tried the Silk Peony Eye Cream, and I love it. Such a luxurious eye cream. You know, this serum stick that I was talking about. I've used the rice cleanser. I love, love, love that one. I've used a lot. The vitamin C mask. I've used a lot of Tatcha products. I had never used this. So I used this cleanser, like this color cleanser for the oily skin in California, and it wrecked me because I didn't have oily skin. It was just so drying. It was horrible. Well, I used this water cream. I just went in for it because I knew I had oily skin now and just bought the whole thing. But it's like the craziest technology. First of all, okay, let's just look at this packaging. Again, I'm not a packaging person, but like, damn, maybe I am because it's so beautiful. And then what you do, look at how cute that is. You pull out your spatula, right? And then you use it to like scoop, you know, your little cream. So that's what the cream looks like there. And so I just use a tiny bit. I don't use a lot. I'm not going to scoop it because it's expensive. But I use a little bit. And what I do is I scoop it out, and then I kind of do like this number, you know. And by the time my fingers hit my face, I mean, if you know, you know, like let us know down below. But the moment that my fingers hit my face, it like turns into a water, like literally a water cream. It feels watery. It's like it, as soon as it touches your face, it melts away and it feels a little watery to where you're just like trying to get it everywhere. But it has made the biggest difference in my daily oil production or oil control, I guess. I was using, you know, what I thought was an okay moisturizer, but it was still too emollient for me. An hour later, I was blotting my entire face off because I was so oily. This, in conjunction with the other products I use, just keep my face looking fresh, but not like a total oil slick. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is pricey. I want to say it's like 68, 70 bucks. I don't know. It's a lot of money, but it's worth it. And Oh, look, it says lightweight hydration, pore refining, wild rose. Wow. I had not read that. Okay. It is. It's beautiful. It's like I don't want to buy backups, but I know that I'm going to need another one before the fall VIB sale. But, you know, that being said, like Sephora plays games, man. Like they have another one of these sales like during the summer. So maybe I'll wait because it's a lot of money. But if you like this, or if you're looking for a good moisturizer for oily skin, buy this. You're not going to regret it. You're going to get a discount on it. Tatcha also has sales all the time. I really like that about Tatcha. So check them out too before you buy it there. But just saying, the last face product I have is St. Jane again. Now this I did not get in PR, and I do have a backup of this. I bought it during the last Sephora sale. They reached out when they saw my haul and they said, oh my gosh, you know, like, can we send you some stuff? Duh, yeah, of course you can. Here's a code you can share with people. And so I went through that whole one, and as the first one was running out, I was like, oh my God, I need more, I need more. Well, okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys because it's hilarious, but it's so stupid. I was like, I know I love it. I need more. I'm like kind of shy or embarrassed to like reach out to the brand to send me more. So I didn't. I just went and I bought 2 more. Now I bought 2 more from Sephora. Okay. Like literally, I was like, as soon as like my order shipped, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I paid full price for this at the beginning of the year, and I bought 2 because I could not be without it from Sephora when I have my own link. I have 25% off and I didn't use it. So I highly, highly recommend it. If you want any St. Jane products, use my link. Get the discount. It's bigger than what you'll get at Sephora. Don't pay full price for this stuff. I regretted it because I could have used my link and saved money, but at the same time, I don't regret it because I know I'm going to use it. So I have a backup of this. I'm going to need another one, but I'll buy it for myself. Thank you very much. Now, next one, St. Jane. Again, full transparency, sent in PR, but I love it. And it's been about 3 or 4 months since I've been using this. They also sent me like a rose face moisturizer and rose hibiscus, and it's fine. But again, with my oily skin, it just wasn't something that I could wear during the day. So I use that one at night, and it's fine. Like, I'm not going to say it's not nice, but it's not my favorite, I guess I'll just say that. This is the Luxury Body Serum. And man, this is so good. It's an oil. It says it's a serum, but it comes out like an oil. It's 4 ounces. And this thing, look at how pretty. Again, the packaging. It's like a matte black, you know, and this is glass, which of course is more environmentally friendly. It's made in the USA. It's just so luxe, you guys. It's so nice. But the way that I use this is when I get out of the shower, I will normally use a body oil, right? This is the oil that I use. What I like about this oil is, you know how like most body oils you put on right out of the shower, and that's how it's going to absorb and blah, blah, blah. I will even use this on dry skin, and it just soaks in so nicely. It just makes my skin so plump and smooth, and I really, really enjoy this. And I wanted to mention this one because if you guys remember, was it my last haul? Possibly. But I bought Necessaire body products. I bought a body hyaluronic serum, and then I bought a body lotion. I liked them initially. Well, I think I told you guys, I love the serum. The lotion makes my skin dry. Well, when I tried this oil versus that serum, I prefer this one 1,000%. It's a really, really nice formula. Does it have a scent? Yeah, it does have a scent, but I'm not sensitive to scents. It's kind of like a eucalyptus scent, maybe. I don't know what to. I have a really bad nose. It's not that strong. It goes away right away, and I love it. I bought this last time. Remember, I bought a ton of Necessaire stuff, and I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. And I did love it, okay? I even bought people this for Christmas. That's how much I loved it. And this was maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. I started like itching under my arm, and I was like, oh my God, it's burning. Like, what's happening? And I came home one day after work and I was like, owie, you know, like my underarms are burning. And then when I looked under my arm, I had like big old like blotches, like my skin was reacting. And I was like, what the heck is that? So I'm not the type that needs deodorant every day. So I just like held off for a couple days, and I went in and I use this again. And again, my arms reacted in the worst way. So I started Googling and I'm like, what could it be? It's like a natural deodorant, blah, 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 all that stuff. And I feel, I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like it's the acids in it because it does have like BHAs or LHAs or something like that. I think that's what my body's reacting to, and it sucks because it's a really nice formula. You put it on and it within 30 seconds dries really nicely. You can wear like, sleeveless shirts and not have the residue, all that. And I did use half, and so I'll still use it only like once a week, but the other days I'll use my husband's deodorant because it hurts. It's like really burning my underarms. So I don't know why all of a sudden my body started reacting to it, but I don't know. I just wanted to give you an update because if you have sensitive skin, forget about it. The next one, and you'll see how much I like it. But the next one is the Olaplex number 4D Clean Volume Detox Dry Shampoo. It's a newer one. It says it absorbs the oils, volumizes, refreshes, all that. It was sent to me in PR and I'm like almost out. I only have a little bit left. I have 2 of these in my cart because it's really, really nice. And I've said this before, but I'm kind of an expert on dry shampoo because I've tried them all and I have oily skin and it's also thin hair, like my hair's thinning. I talked to you guys about how I touch up my roots. I'll link it somewhere here so you can see it, but this is a really, really nice one and I really enjoy it. So I recommend it. I'm putting 2 of these in my cart. If you like to, go a little bit more in between washes, get this. It looks good. It's strong, not as strong as the IGK. That one's crazy strong. It's strong. It doesn't lose its effect throughout the day and it like makes it freshen up. And yeah, it's not too harsh on my scalp. I guess that's what I wanted to say. It's not too harsh on my scalp because I feel like I have a sensitive scalp. And yeah, it works really well. The next product that I wanted to talk about, since we just talked about the dry shampoo, is this product that I just recently talked about, but it's the Wow, the Color Wow. And it's how I fill in my hairline, you guys. If you don't know, I lost a lot of hair when I got sick with COVID, but I actually put a TikTok up, like, I guess when you're seeing this about a month ago, and it shows you how my hair looks without it, and then how this just like kind of fills it in. But I didn't know they were sold at Sephora, and I saw it at the store the last time when I saw the perfume. So I recommend this. It's so natural. It does not rub off on my pillow at all. I don't wash my hair every day, so that was one thing I was worried about. It has rained on my head. It does not drip down like the old men from the 80s, that would have hair dye or whatever coming down their face. It works so well. It also kind of makes it like little fibers, so it makes it look real and filled in, but you would not be able to know that I have literally nothing here. I have nothing. So it just cleans it up really nicely. It's one of those Band-Aid products, but I've tried other stuff to make my hair grow more, and it's also a little bit genetic. So I wanted to point this out. This is a must for me. The last one, again, I got to say it because you guys are like, some of you are new. Okay. You're welcome. Welcome. Hi, I'm Yadi, Charlotte Tilbury. So this setting spray is the best. Now, okay, I'm here, right? Because my problem is I use too much. Like I go in like every single day. I heard somebody talk about the Cali Ray one. And that person has always kind of called this like their favorite, which it is for me too. So I don't know. I might get the Cali Ray one just to try it for research purposes. I'm doing this for you, for all of you. I think I'm going to get the Cali Ray because they are saying it's really nice. But those are my recommendations. Let me quickly show you what's in my cart. Please let me know in the description or in the comments below what you're getting because I will probably start binge watching these videos from now until the sale, but let me show you what's in my cart. All right, now I am a person, a real person. My mind is subject to change and it might change quite a bit from here until the sale. And then during the sale, you already know how it goes. We forget, even though we just spent $1,000. Oh God, I forgot this one thing. Yeah, right. Anyway, so as of right now, this is what I have in my cart, and I'm going to screen record so you guys can see this. But Right now, what I'm seeing in my cart is going to be another one of my Ilia Limitless Lash Mascaras. That one's a must every single time. I also use the Dermaflash 2.0 to dermaplane my face, aka shave my face, or like my kids say, shave my mustache. So I'm getting a refill of that because it's very pricey. I am going to get the little Glossier, the solid perfume balm. I have to have it. I enjoy it so much. I want to have it with me all the time. I'm getting the Makeup Forever HD Skin Matte Detectable Foundation in the 2N22 nude. I have the 2N26 right now. The multi-peptide serum from The Ordinary. This is the caffeine one, but this is the multi-peptide that I was talking to you guys about. I think I want to get that. I have 2 of the Shiseido facial cottons, but I actually think I need 3 because now it's my son and my husband and I that use it. I'm getting 2 of the Sephora collection Rouge Gel Lip Liners. I've heard that those are really, really nice. So I'm getting one in Rosewood and one in Aubergine Dream. And then I thought this was a really good set. It's the Beauty Blender Main Squeeze Beauty Sponge and Cleanser set. It comes with a cleanser and 2 sponges. So I think that's a really good deal for 35 bucks. I was looking at this. I don't know if I'm getting this because, again, I feel like this is just really good. But because I've had that darkening under my eyes, I thought maybe. But it's the Ole Hendrickson Banana Bright plus Vitamin CC Eye Sticks. And it's the same thing. It's a balm that you just put under your eyes and it brightens things up. Olaplex 4D Clean Shampoo. I have 2 of those in there. I have my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, but I think I'm going to remove that and at the Atelier. And then I have a Westman Atelier Vital Pressed Blurring Talc-Free Setting Powder in the pink shade. I have really wanted to try a pink shade powder, and I haven't done that yet. And then I have wanted to try this powder compact from Westman Atelier. So I thought, why don't I just get the pink powder of it? I've heard really good things about it. So I think I will love it, to be honest. So I'm going to buy that so that I can use in the center of my face. It might just become like my under eye setting powder if it works well, because I am buying the Makeup HD Forever in a lighter skin tone for the middle. But yeah, that's my train of thought. Those are the items in my cart. I may change it up. If you have recommendations, please put them down below. Like, seriously, I love to binge watch the videos, but I also like the recommendations I get from you guys because a lot of you guys have even more experience than I do with makeup and the Sephora sales and all that. So I'll leave it there. But what do you think? Like, what do you think of my picks, recommendations? What do you think about my cart? Do I need to add something to my cart? Please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure it was a long video because I did not stop yapping the entire time, but I'm just happy to be back. So whatever. Anyway, love you guys. See you guys later. Bye.